Welcome back to the YouTube channel Programming Knowledge. In today's Microsoft Excel tutorials video, we are going to see that how can we just separate whatever data is given to us into the different columns. Suppose when you have a database or a table in front of you or an Excel worksheet in front of you, then the data that is given to you is in a column called name, like this data over here. So names are present, which may include the first name and the last name, or the first name, the middle name, and the last name as well. So generally the data is present in this format, and you are required to just separate it into the three different fields, like the first name, the middle name, and last name, or just the first name and the last name, and so on. So what we are going to do as of now is we are going to see that how can we separate the data that is given to us in this format into the different columns. Now there are two conditions possible for that. First is whenever there is a delimiter or a separator that is given to you, like in this case there is a delimiter or a separator known as the space, which is given to us. We know that there is a first name, and then there is a space, then there is a middle name, again there is a space, and then there is a last name in the second column. While in this third record we can see that there is a first name, then there is a space, and then there is a last name. So we have a general convention with us that there would be a space, and with the help of the space we can find out that what is the first name and what is the middle name and what is the last name. So in that case, how can we separate the data? And then we are going to see that if there is no convention given to us, that there is no specific delimiter given to us, then how can we separate the data? Apart from this, we are also going to see that if different kinds of delimiters are given to us, suppose for example we have a data like over here, there is written as apple, then there is a mod sign, then there is written ball, then there is a space, and then there is written as cat. Now if we just increase its width like this, so this is what our data is. There are two kinds of delimiters present, like apple, then mod, then ball, and then space, and then cat. So in this case there are two delimiters present. First is the mod delimiter, and then there is a space delimiter, and the words are three. Now we need to separate these words into three separate columns. So how can we do that? We are also going to see it over here in this video tutorial. Apart from that, we are also going to look at the various kinds of delimiters that are built in the Microsoft Excel, which are recognized as delimiters, and how can we provide external delimiters to the Microsoft Excel. So let's start with it, and this feature is called text to column feature, and it is present in the data tab or the data ribbon. So once you go to the data ribbon, you will find this in the group called data tools, text to columns feature, and this is exactly that what we are going to do. If we just hover over it, so it tells you about a description of this particular feature, which is that it splits a single column of text into the multiple columns, and on what criteria it does, that is the delimiters or the fixed width criteria. So first of all, what you need to do is just select a piece of data that you want to separate, then go to text to columns feature. Then since we have a delimiter with us, so that's why we are going to select this delimited option, and that delimiter is a space. That's what we are going to use. So just select this delimited option and then click on next. As soon as you click over there, you would be asked to choose delimiters. Now tab, semicolon, comma, and space are the four delimiters that are recognized by Microsoft Excel. So if you have any of the delimiters within them, then you can just select any one of them. Like we have a space delimiter, so I have selected this space, and you would observe that as soon as you selected this space, then these columns are now separated into three parts. Now if I just uncheck it, then there is single thing, nothing is selected, only a single column is present, and as soon as I just click on this space, then these three columns have been divided. Now I just deselect on this tab option and click on next. Then it requires me to select a destination, so I just select this destination cell as H8, and then I click on finish. So as soon as I do that, you can see that this is what we have got, the data being separated into three different columns as we wanted our data to be separated, and that is the feature of text to columns function present in Microsoft Excel. Now we have another piece of data in front of us in which there are two delimiters present. In our previous example that we just saw, there was a single delimiter present, that was the space delimiter. Now we have two different kinds of delimiters present. So how can we separate this data? So first of all, we are just going to select this cell, then go to text to columns feature. Then again we are going to use the delimiters option, so make sure that this delimiter option is selected and then click on next. Here what we are going to do is, since we have got a checkbox over here, so you can see that this data is already separated, apple, mod, ball in one column and cat in another column, because the space is already selected as a delimiter from our previous memory. Now what we are going to do is we provide another delimiter to it, that is the mod sign. But mod is not a recognized delimiter by Microsoft Excel. So what do? Is we just click on this other sign and then provide it with a data that it is mod. We specify that mod is our other delimiter. So as soon as you do that, you can see that in the preview tab, apple, ball and cat have been divided into 3 different columns, and that's exactly what we needed. Now once you are happy with it, you can just click on next, then again select a destination cell for yourself. It can be any other cell. So I have selected this cell, or it could be even the same cell in which your data was present. So you can just click on finish then, and you can see that apple, ball and cat are now present in the 3 different columns as we needed. Now the third kind of data that we can convert into different columns is the data that is not being present with any kind of delimiters. As in our case, the words apple, ball and cat have no delimiters in them, so we are going to just select these 3 columns and we are going to apply this feature on these only. Then once you have selected your cells, you can just go to text to columns option. Okay, so what it does, it requires me to select only the columns or a single cell but not the rows. So what I'm going to do is just type in ball over here and then type in cat over here. Then I'm going to select these 3 columns, go to text to columns option, then make sure that my fixed width is selected. Then I click on next, and here you can see that in the data preview we have kind of a scale option in front of us. So in the scale, if we just click over here, so this is what separation has been created, and this separation states that the first letter of the words needs to be separated from rest of the letters. And here's what we need to do, that A, B and C in one column and the rest of the letters of the words in the other column. And that is how you can just create a different column by just clicking over here, and if you want you can just double click and it will move out. So with a single click it would be present, and with a double click it would move out. So I just click on a single, and you can add as many columns as you want. Suppose I add one more over here like this. So after the first letter, then after the second letter, there are 2 columns that I have created extra, so there would be a total of 3 columns. Then I click on next, and again it would ask me to choose a destination. This time I'm going to just keep it the same, that is wherever my data is present it would be used over there only, and then I click on finish. Then you can see that that is what is being created. It was A, P and the rest of the letters over here, B, A, the rest of the letters over here, C, A and the remaining letters, that is the letter T, is not present over here. So that is how you can just convert your data into the different columns using the text to columns feature of Microsoft Excel. And it could be used in a variety of ways, like if a delimiter is present, if no delimiter is present, or if different kinds of delimiters are present. So this is a essential feature of Microsoft Excel, as you could have already seen. And that is all in today's Microsoft Excel tutorials video. I hope you all have enjoyed it. For more such tutorials, please keep watching the YouTube channel Programming Knowledge. Till then, goodbye.